the biggest myth for me is that it pays a lot. So what I would like to do is dispel 3 myths that people seem to have about working on licensed prose work that is tangentially related to comics. What are 3 myths that you can dispel for us?
3 myths. I think something that you have very little control.
Oh my God.
The story is like it is like, it's a balance, right? Like, say for the Spider-Man Socials Dilemma, like, the story is mine. I created it. I wrote it. I came up with all of it. If there was anything that Marvel felt was not in line with their understanding of who Peter Parker was, like, my editor at Disney and I could push back, but they get final say, right? They get to decide whether or not what I'm writing will go into, like, the Peter Parker, you know, history or whatever it is. This hasn't happened to me, but there are instances in which I know where entire books have been changed and no one told the author before it got published.
Oh no.
Because they can. They have, like, that is the thing about working in licensed work. We have no ownership over this IP. It's not ours, right? So that's just something to remember, that there are many people, like, no matter whose name is on the book, there are many, many, many voices that go into its creation. 2, something I learned, I don't know if this is a myth so much as something I, like, didn't think about before I started writing prose for, like, a character who's not frequently in prose. There is and I think we might talk about this later too, the shift from visual from comics to prose is such an interesting one. When you're like writing a fight scene in the Spider-Man book, I had a moment early on when I was like, there are like 4, maybe not even, there are probably like 2 or 3 different ways that you can say shoots a web.
Yep.
The phrase shoots a web does not have many synonyms.
No, it does not.
It does not.
So you're going to say it a lot, or you're going to add a thwip, or you're going to do something?
Exactly. There was like fling, thwipped. It was just and
it's a writing thing.
It's a writing thing. There are like questions that don't have answers in the comics that you have to think about. Like, I had to email my editor at one point and ask if Sandman, when he was in his human form, if he had bones and organs. I was like, if Sandman is shaped like a human, is he all like dense sand inside? Or is he like, does he have bones right now?
In writing, you don't want to say this, repeat the
it
same word
boring.
over and over and over again, right?
It gets boring while you're reading the paragraph. You're like, oh, shoots a web again. Whereas in the comics, it's like dynamic and exciting because he's doing all these other things. But it doesn't matter how many flips and twists and turns he's doing in the paragraph if you're still writing that he had to shoot a web.
Exactly. That's something that I just never, that's insane.
So we'll see if I succeeded or not,
but one of I think the biggest myth for me is that it pays a lot.
Yeah, that's true. It does not. It doesn't. I can say I should know. I shouldn't say how much I got paid for Peter and Ned's, but it was not. I didn't, in my defense, I didn't have an agent at the time.
Yeah, and I don't either. I'm hoping maybe my next book I'll get.
You should. You should. We'll talk about that offline. You should have an agent. You could get one now, I think, but we can discuss offline.
Preeti's gonna teach me.